bingo the other day. Hey, Ray, hey, I got a tip for you. Stay out of the music business. There you go.
It smells so clean. It's the studio, so I guess we're playing today.
Oh, okay, yeah. Is that where the Mike Strangler
That's where Sid Vicious killed Nancy.
I knew there was some scouting going on.
I know you wanted me to stay, but I can't ignore the crazy visions of me in LA. I heard that there's a special place where boys and girls can all be queens every single day. I'm having wicked dreams of leaving Tennessee. Here, Santa Monica, I swear it's calling me. Won't make my mama proud. I'm gonna cause a scene. She sees a baby girl. I know she's gonna scream. God, what have you done? You're a pink pony girl, and you dance at the club. Oh, mama, hey, I'm just having fun on the stage in my heels. It's where I belong. Down under Pink Pony Club. I'm gonna keep on dancing at the Pink Pony Club. I'm gonna keep on dancing down in West Hollywood. I'm gonna keep on dancing at the Pink Pony Club. Pink Pony Club. Dolls are on the floor. Lovers in the bathroom and a light outside the door. Black lights and a mirror disco ball. Every day's another reason why I love it all. I think my wicked dreams, the year from Tennessee, in Santa Monica, has been too good to me. Will make my mama proud. I've got a cause a scene. She sees a baby girl. I know she's gonna scream. God, what have you done? You're a pink pony girl, and you dance at the club. Oh, mama, I'm just having fun on the stage in my heels. It's where I belong. Down under Pink Pony Club. I'm gonna keep on dancing at the Pink Pony Club. I'm gonna keep on dancing down in West Hollywood. I'm gonna keep on dancing at the Pink Pony Club. Pink Pony Club. Hey!
Hey guys, the lights are down, the previews are over. It's time for Mark Goes to the Movies. So, plans change, and we should adapt the change. I really thought I was going to watch The Furious, which is, what is that? Not China. I don't think it's China. It's an Asian. The same people that made The Raid. It's a Japanese martial artist movie, I guess. About child trafficking. I wish I could have watched it, but the two versions that I'm able to watch, it's not English. So that's super frustrating. It did play in theaters for like 2 weeks, and I just happened to miss it because Disclosure Day was also coming out at the same time, suffering a little bit of fatigue from the movies. So I'm doing this. I'm going to do some episodes about not well, movies, but maybe not some movies. This one's not about movies. This one is about my favorite bands. As the opening, I'm really testing the copyrights on this one now, and I have not gotten hit with any copyrights since I did the Foster the People one. That's the band that I guess maybe the people that own that music. It was a Halloween thing, and I've been just, I mean, you've heard them. I've used Alkaline Trio. I've used Corey Feldman. Corey Feldman, not coming after me. Thank God. I mean, all the other bands, nothing. Heard no problems with any copyrights at all, and they're perfectly fine. So good for them. We're gonna never ruin Gore. I don't think Gore would be too upset about using Pink Pony Club. Matter of fact, that's like I don't want to say it's my favorite war song. And this is gonna be about just all music, I guess. I was thinking about doing just Guns N' Roses because there's a big concert coming up August 16th. Guns N' Roses at Busch Stadium. Something I've been waiting years for. Literally bought them earlier this year. 8 months is what the wait's gonna be. Bought them in January for a much higher price than producer Scott paid for his. Not bitter at all, I guess. I mean, whatever. Like fuck it, you know. I get to go regardless. Last time they canceled. I think I overpaid last time too, and I got my money back because they canceled. So it's whatever, you know. You'd be mad about it, but it is what it is. Pretty excited though. This will be my fourth time seeing Guns N' Roses. Saw them, and first time I saw them was in Nashville. Told that story. My mom was still alive back then, so it was pretty cool that, you know, that's just one of the things I've always wanted to do in life was see Guns N' Roses, and I got to see the reunion with Steven Adler there. Only thing was missing was Izzy, and man, that was an amazing show. So getting to see that was great, and it was supposed to be once in a lifetime. You didn't know how long it was going to last. These guys have been together so long so far. Like they're still, is that 10 years ago? Yeah, it's pretty close. This would be my mom died in 2017, so next year will be 10 years. So they've been together for over 10 years. That's a decade. We have gotten some new music, but not totally new music. And yeah, I'm so excited. Uh, but I try not to get myself too excited because it'll make the days go by slow. And with this heat, I do not need the days to go by slow. I need these motherfucking days to hurry up and get over with. My God, I'm so fucking sick of summer. I don't know who enjoys summer, but you can go fuck yourself. This shit's terrible. Other news, my attic has no insulation above it. The two back rooms and the podcast room, which doesn't actually produce the podcast, but I guess the office. In the office, in my bedroom, in the hallway, there is no insulation in the attic. That's why it gets super hot back there in that back at the back of the house. Shit's terrible. Like it's really bad. Um, so I don't know. This is a 3 bedroom house, so it is nice having two extra bedrooms. And it's really just the summertime that you got to worry about it. But fuck, this ain't fun. But no, this we saw him in Nashville, and then the next one would have been St. Louis. Yeah, the St. Louis show that was pretty cool at the Dome of America. I believe, man, that was a crazy show. First one, front row, or the pit section, anyways. So what happened is, Scott got his tickets. He got the Slash side. I got my tickets. The only thing that was left was the Duff side. So he got VIP. So I got to go to his section. He got a little bit above me. But what I did is I was like, oh yeah, I'm just gonna go to Slash's side, which is the right. Nothing against Duff. I think Duff is amazing, but you know, Slash is probably my favorite guitar player all time. So yeah, you want to go to Slash's side, right? Everyone loves Slash. And what happened is like a big uh O part of the O. So like the outer of the O. I went halfway to the Slash's side, and I didn't know that. I thought there'd be like a separation between Slash's and Duff side, and there kind of is, but there isn't though. Like you could easily just moved over there. And so I chickened out, and I was like, well, I don't want to get there. And they'd be like, oh, you have to go to the Duff side. And so I went back, and I ended up getting behind some short lady at least. But that was pretty good, and that was right after my mom died, and that was when Axel sang "Patience." We made eye contact. It's still pretty close, still very close, but we made eye contact, and man, that was an amazing day. Then we saw him in Indianapolis. That was the bomb threat that went on there. They tried to get us to leave the arena, saying there's a bomb threat. I think it ended up being fake. But that was at the Indianapolis, I don't know, the Colts Stadium. So that was cool. Some wheelchair bitch stole my spot in front row. Didn't like that. I was dying of thirst though. And then yeah, this will be Bush Stadium is number 4. So pretty excited for that one. Uh, Maybe get a full episode of Guns N' Roses at some point. But I was thinking about when I was recording the Pink Pony Club war intro. Really wish that had been a single. But like Chappelle Roan, I don't know, Chappelle Roan, I think that's how you pronounce her name. She has a lot of great songs. So the fact that Gore covered them, amazing. And on your dating profiles, it kind of shows like what music you're into. Like that connects to my Spotify. My Spotify will tell on me so fast. Let me go. I'm gonna show you what Bumble says. What Mark Powell listens to. Oh, let's see. Go to my profile. Supervisor at Worldwide Technology has my high school for some reason from 2007. 2007, not 2007. Yeah, I used AI to make my bio. All right, so we get on to the bottom. It says my top artists on Spotify are The Story So Far. Great band. I don't know how to like. It's not emo rock. I don't know. It's like new emo rock, new emo Midwest. I don't know. I enjoy them. Paramore. Didn't enjoy later Paramore because I was the Paramore I know was first 2 albums Paramore, which are really good. And then they went and did other stuff, and then it just took a while for it to grow on me. But I love Paramore. I think they're great. Joyce Manor, another great band. Alkaline Trio, amazing band. Hot Mulligan, saw them at Warp Tour. That it's funny. Amazon was playing the Warp Tour from Long Beach. Like they had a live feed for both stages, and Hot Mulligan was awesome on that. Calling All Captains, they're a Canadian band, not really hitting the big time yet, but they're gonna get there someday. Really good. Then Blink 182. There's nothing else you can say about Blink 182. It's probably my favorite band. It's not Guns N' Roses. I think you have Zach Bryan. It's like what I don't know, like maybe like 90s country, I guess. Real popular. Look, you guys catchy songs. And the Wonder Years, another great band. Probably prefer the older stuff than the newer stuff, but big fan of the Wonder Years. And then the last one is where it fucking gets me. It has Olivia Rodrigo, which she does have great songs. Now this brings me to my point. Olivia Rodrigo, Chappelle Roan, Sabrina Carpenter, they're all write really catchy songs. I see no problem with enjoying catchy songs. Doesn't matter who sings them, right? Funny. So I don't know if Scott remembers this. He's gonna be probably the only one that listens. He's the ones that listen to him first. I don't know who else. We're almost at 4,000 downloads, so I don't know who the other people are listening to this is, but Scott will. And I'm going to tell story that is about me and Scott's friendship. I don't think he remembers. I remember it though because it's the first time I've ever like admitted something, and like I was throwing it out there, and I was wanting to see what his reaction was. Cause all right, I'll tell it another preface story. There was another. I worked at Worldwide Technology way back in the day. This is probably my second time working there. I was working with this guy named Roland. He was like an older black man. Denzel Washington is what he reminded me of. Very not as handsome though, but he's like a Denzel Washington type guy, older black man, super cool, right? Everyone loved this dude. He was too cool to be cool. We were working the lane one day, and you could listen to the radio and stuff. They had a big radio, and they would play a different station every day. and it was Fine Young Cannibals. She drives me crazy. And I was like, yeah, Roland, I like Fine Young Cannibals. And it was like just admitting that, like, who, I don't know, no one really doesn't like Fine Young Cannibals. She drives me crazy. That's a great song. They have a couple of good songs. But they're like, oh, I love Fine Young Cannibals. They're great. And Roland was like, I fucking hate those guys. It just like I wanted to like if I was a turtle, my head would have shrunk back in its shell. I was like, ah, fuck. Now I'm embarrassed to admit that I like Fine Young Cannibals. I'm embarrassed about my music. In high school, I was one of the only people that liked My Chemical Romance and the Used when they very first came out. I had dated a girl from the neighboring city, Scott City, named Elizabeth. She was really in the emo stuff, the Fall Out Boy. She introduced me to Fall Out Boy, uh, the Used, My Chemical Romance, all those type of bands. Say Anything, and with MTV2 also being real big, kind of caught on real fast. I don't know anybody else that enjoyed that type of music in my high school until I met until Aaron Bokerding. Uh, Again, I don't know if anybody listens to this. I don't know, probably not. But he was yeah he gave me all the burnt CDs and stuff. He made me copies of Three Cheers for Sweet Revenge and the first Used album. Like yeah, that's the copies I got from there. And like he had got the actual copies of this album itself because you can't buy CDs. I don't think you could buy those CDs in Walmart at the time. You had to go to FYE, which I mean, he had good parents, good supportive parents that supported their music, and he got the album. So he gave me his burnt CDs. So that was pretty cool. So one day I'm a little shell shocked from telling people the bands that I like, and I don't know what he was talking about one day, and I was like, "Oh yeah, I love Flocka Seagulls." I admitted this to Scott. If I hadn't told the story, my mom introduced me to Tim and Scott when we first were at QPSI, and she's like, "Oh, you would love these guys. You guys be good friends." And it's like, "All right, mom, you're not your mom, right? You don't know who I like. You don't know my friends." And yeah, we got all bonded over wrestling and stuff. And I guess I pushed it one day, and I was like, "Yeah, Flock of Seagulls. I love new wave stuff." And Scott was like, "Oh yeah, I like new wave too. I like Flock of Seagulls." And I was like, "That's great, man. You know, you reach out there and you're like, oh yeah, you like something that might be embarrassing to others. You find someone else that likes it too. Like, who the fuck cares? They write catchy songs. If you don't like new wave, like, I feel bad for you. Like, I don't get it. I mean, I wouldn't sit there and be like, oh no, I don't like such and such music because it's that. Like, I wouldn't be like, oh yeah, I hate all country music. Yeah, have you heard Garth Brooks? It's pretty good. Friends in Low Places, that's a good song. God, Toby Keith, all these old 90s countries. I listened to 90s country my entire life. It's in the back of my grandma's car. So I love 90s country. I think like that's all right, right? Like these pop stars in like 20 years from now, you're gonna be like, Sabrina Carpenter or was Katy Perry probably didn't age well. She's kind of a piece of shit, but like these other guys, like I'm like, oh yeah, but like I remember when Gary J, who's a indie wrestler in the area, he won the St. Louis Anarchy title, and he came out Katy Perry's Roar, which has like a nice opening, and then he goes, I get the eye of the title, whatever, that I'm champion, and he comes out of there, and like, oh damn, that's really smart, like that's great, it's a good song, that's perfect. You wouldn't go, I fucking hate Katy Perry, that's for girls and shit. Who the fuck cares? Like what you like. Olivia Rodrigo, super talented. They had this new album, and this is how I knew I was in the right on this. Is she has this new song called "The Cure." On Spotify they gave the singles first, and then you have the album. And I was like, oh man, "The Cure" is really good. That's a really good song. fantastic. I was like, I wonder if it has anything to do with Robert Smith. And then, sure enough, when she drops the album, Robert Smith is actually on the album itself. And you're like, oh, and he talks very nicely of it. Robert Smith, you didn't know, lead singer of The Cure themselves. The Cure is one of the best bands all time. And you're like, why the fuck would I not, you know, why would I not like this? If it's catchy and it's fun and you enjoy it, there should be no embarrassment. It's 2026. Like, don't be like, there's no men women shit anymore. Like, when someone's like, I meet someone and they're like, oh yeah, I love War. You're not gonna go, oh man, that's a man's band. Are you sure? They've covered Pet Shop Boys. They've covered the Barbie soundtrack. They've covered Chappelle Roan. Who cares, man? So yeah, I would say this. You should be able to listen to whatever you want to listen to. Doesn't matter. I don't give a shit. I want to see Public Enemy open for Guns N' Roses. I have no interest in Public Enemy at all. I tried. I was like, where do they played? I went through Spotify and I went through all their songs, and there's nothing there for me. But I wouldn't go like, I'm not gonna see Guns N' Roses because Public Enemy's open up for them. So fucking who cares? It's all music. It's all fun. You can say you've seen them. That's my TED talk, and that's this episode of Mark Goes to the Movies. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you're not afraid to like what you like. Uh, I would say this again. I don't want to get too far into this because I can go on all day about it, about the stuff you like, and it's okay to like it. If you like Pokemon cards, do like Pokemon cards. If someone's call you a nerd, there's these young kids at my work, and they like the Magic Gathering stuff. And when I was younger, I was probably like, oh yeah, that's fucking dumb. Who cares, right? Just live your life. I'm gonna still watch cartoons. I think they said that 25% of all of SpongeBob's audience has no kids. They're just adults with no kids watching SpongeBob still. Good for them. I do too. I love SpongeBob. Who gives a shit? Surround yourself in this day and age. Surround yourself with the stuff you like, and it's your own happiness. Stop caring about what everyone else thinks. I think, especially with this podcast, for years people were like, "Oh, you should do podcasts." You have a lot of stuff you want to talk about. You're very passionate about a lot of stuff. Just go get a podcast and talk about it there. And I was so worried because I was like, oh, my voice is too nasally. I don't like the sound of it. I hate being on the phone. I hate hearing it. We're about that 4,000 downloads. 4,000 downloads is insane. I don't give a shit what anyone says. You say, oh, it's not, it's not super popular. You're not making a lot of money. I'm making money, and we almost make enough per month to pay for the subscription to make it free. If I didn't have a podcast, I would sit in my house, not talking to anyone, in pure silence. Anyone that lives alone knows, hey, it's probably you should start your own podcast. Who cares if anyone listens to it? Who cares if they think your voice is too nasally? Who the fuck cares? You're gonna die at some point in your life, and you're gonna regret the things that you haven't done. And I do wish I had started this earlier. But if you think about it, you're such a small speck on this planet. And this goes back into the lessons that they teach in leadership classes. You're too afraid to have conversation with strangers. That stranger's not even going to remember you. You're just passing through everyone's life. That's it. You're there, and then you're gone. Life goes by so quick. Don't be afraid to like what you like. Don't be afraid to find people that like what you like. Probably don't segregate anybody from your life. There is one motherfucker I'm gonna segregate, kick him out of my life. Uh, He'll join the rest of my family. I'm getting. I don't know. I'm gonna save it. We're gonna save that. But no, this shit, like, it's impossible to hate anyone. Just find the people that like what you like and surround yourself with those people and live your life and become financially irresponsible like myself. But hey, this is Mark, and I'll see you at the movies.